Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Camp Wood, Texas, in the Texas Hill Country, about 60 miles, 55 miles from Brackettville, Texas, on some county roads. Nice drive, and we're going to drive from Camp Wood over to Leakey, Texas. It's spelled L-E-A-K-E-Y. Looks like leaky, but it is pronounced Leakey in this area. It's Highway 337, and it winds right through the Texas Hill Country. Really a pretty drive, and so I don't know that I have much to say, really, but we're just cruising. I'm just cruising in the Gray Ghost, and right now the range of the vehicle is slightly more than stated for me. Looks like about 275 for me overall, and of course, you know, that depends on conditions. In fact, I'll tell you what they are. They call them impacts. Your technique, your driving technique is one. I got plus 32 on that one, and the terrain is a minus 21 because it's the hills. You're going up and down. The climate is a minus 22, and that's because it's a little warm. It's about 85 degrees right now, and then it shows the outside temperature actually is a plus 8.2. Now I don't know how the temperature can be plus and the climate be minus, but that's what it's showing on my energy thing on the screen. So now we're just cruising on down the highway here. I'll try to turn that up a little bit. I'll see if it picks up that thing on the window. So we'll leave it like it is. But it's a nice drive. Temperature is 83 degrees, which is not bad. Shows I've still got 200 miles of range, which is great, and that's right on the number with the odometer. So I guess we're right at it. If you drive slow, like if you get under 40 miles an hour, the miles per kilowatt goes up. Not a lot, but some. But when you get above, say 60, then the miles per kilowatt go down. And so, you know, it just depends on your driving habits totally. So if I tell you what my mileage is on my electric vehicle, yours will be probably totally different. So that's how that goes. Let's do this. Did I do any good? Did I make it worse, worster, more worstest? But anyway, Texas Hill Country, there's some land for sale there in the Hill Country, 2 to 5 acres. They call it Valley Ranch. And the land here is expensive. Well, compared to what? I don't know what to say. It's expensive based on what I used to know that it was. Years ago, it was pretty inexpensive in here, but it ain't now. But anyway, we're cruising. I got me a little Snickers. I went to that little Family Dollar in Camp Wood, Texas, and got me a little package of 6 of those little bitty Snickers. I'll show it to you if I can. See it right there? It'll mess up the video, but anyway, that's one of those little bitty ones. That's my little treat for the day. All the rivers, I crossed the Nueces River, and it's flowing nicely. We've had some rain in this area. In fact, it's across the road on that little farm to market road I was on. But it was only about 2-inch deep. This is Camp Wood Creek. See if it's got any water in it. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the Frio River wasn't even flowing at Garner State Park. It probably is now, hopefully. because we've had some rains around and we've got rain in the forecast for the next several days. And I know you wanted to know that, but so I felt like I better tell you. So on and on we go, guys. On and on we go. Texas Hill Country on a Sunday morning. I don't know what it is about a Snickers, but it's a damn good candy bar. I'm telling you. I used to get them in Mongolia in the Peace Corps. And it looked like the chocolate was white because they were so old. The chocolate had turned white. Did I eat them anyway? Hell yeah. Didn't kill me. So as far as range anxiety on the EV for me, it looks like it's just a non-issue. Totally. Yeah, in 5 years, it looks like there's going to be a major transition to all electric cars worldwide. And if you think back, I know none of us were alive at the time, but when we transitioned from horses and wagons to horseless carriages, is what they called cars at first, because they were carriages without horses, and there was no infrastructure there was no gasoline stations, no nothing. You had to take your gasoline with you in cans. People did. And gradually, over a period of years, their infrastructure got built out by the oil companies. And the same thing is happening now with the electric vehicles. The infrastructure is being built out by Tesla, General Motors, Toyota, and everybody else. And the federal government and states and counties and so forth are all they're putting their free stations up right now. There are several places, not near me unfortunately, but there are several places or certain cities that have free charging stations. They have one in Capitan, New Mexico, right by the city hall. Sure do. This is Campwood Creek. Got water in it. It's so nice just to be able to do this. I mean, I tell you, man, being retired, I've been retired a long time, but it is, if you can get through the workforce years and survive without going crazy, then retirement, it doesn't take much to live on. I can live comfortably just on my Social Security. But the trick is, if there is a trick, don't have any debt. Just, be debt free. Have everything paid off. I sure like this country here. It reminds me of Capitan all the way. I don't know what it is. There's something about mountains, hills, oceans, lakes that are appealing to every human on this planet. This thing also has a neat feature I just found out at the Family Dollar store. I was fixing to back out. I mean, I saw the car fixing to leave, but the car lets you know if there's something close behind you when you're fixing to back out, and it gave me a warning when that car passed by. So that's another little safety feature for us old folks, me in particular. No, I'm quite pleased, guys, because this trip today will probably be 150 miles round trip, and it'll cost me $5 in electricity. That's a third of what it would be in the Spark, Chevy Spark, at 45 miles a gallon. That's significant, isn't it? So basically, I just don't have a gas bill. This little paddle shifter here on the steering wheel, the resisted braking, I'm not touching the brakes. I'm just using that little paddle on the steering wheel. And it'll hold you in spot here. They're working on a bridge down here. That's why, and they got one lane. So rather than have a flagman here all weekend when they're not working, they put those solar operated lights, and it looks like they're not working. I mean, okay, light. There must be a car coming, because usually they're pretty efficient. There we go. Thank you. Well, there is one guy working. And that's it, one guy. To me, this is just about as much fun as I can possibly have. These guys that work on these roads like this ought to get combat pay. This is not a very heavily used road, though. 337. You won't see much traffic here. Yeah, so for the foreseeable future, I guess my videos will consist of, some driving videos, and then giving you some updates on the electric vehicle. One of the things I noticed is I do not have an inspection sticker, and I live in Texas, and you're supposed to have one. And I guess what it is they send the inspection sticker along with the license plates in a few days. I don't know. Windy little road, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to be in a hurry on this road. But I like the way the electric cars handle, because they got the battery in the center, so that it's got a low center of gravity. It's like driving a sports car, you know what I mean? Well, you better drive a sports car. Look at this turn, yo! When they say 20 miles an hour, they mean 20 miles an hour. Yeah, you get used to those. The signs, it'll say 50, 40 for the for the turn, and you realize that you can make it faster. Well, there's some of them that say 20 miles an hour, and they mean 20 miles an hour. Road may flood. Well, let's don't do that today. thing is very quick. I mean, it's got plenty of torque. I mean, from 0 to 60, it'll probably outrun most sports cars. I'm telling you, it's damn quick. And passing speed, sheesh, quick, which is good, I guess. A little better highway here. Sunday morning coming down. You know, sometimes I get going here and I forget that I'm doing a video. Cruising along at 48 miles an hour. And we're using, we're getting 4.3 miles per kilowatt. Which would be, well, I got a 62 kilowatt battery, which would be we'll be right at 260. Yep, close. At what we're doing right now. At this speed and environment and all the factors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rusty 78609. On Highway 337 between Camp Wood, Texas and Leakey, Texas in the Texas Hill Country on a nice day. The temperature shows now to be 80 degrees, which is very nice. We're right near Garner State Park in Texas, which is in fact, it is the busiest state park in Texas. Garner State Park is number 1, Inks Lake State Park is number 2, and I Do Not Know is number 3. We'll let this go. I'm not sure how far we are from Leakey. Device is too hot. Okay, it shows the phones in the sunlight. Anyway, enough said. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Stand guard, adore your mind, keep your health, and enjoy your life the best you can. Adios, bye-bye. Use the Amazon link if you want to.